Good evening. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your metal market wrap-up for this Thursday, May 20th, 2021, about 6:45 p.m. Central Time. So we're down in the gold. You know, the past 2 days, we get a strong close and then the market falls back after the 12:30 settlement. Settlement price is what we're getting, and then it falls back into the close. Then we open lower and we seem to try to rally from there. Let's discuss what this week is about. It's about being crazy, taking premiums out of markets that off of ideas the Fed is going to make a move. For those of you that get my full research, and I'll talk about that at the end of this, I wrote last night and I wrote again this morning, trying to make a point. You do realize how big the Fed's balance sheet is. Even when they begin tapering, if they continue to plow money back in that matures on their sheet, that's going to keep interest rates from taking off. They have lots of tools here, and while people are talking, oh, rates are going to go crazy and all this is happening, you have to first prove that the inflation that is happening, and it is happening, is transitory. You have to get people back to work, and then you have to test the will of the Fed. Does that mean rates can't move up to a higher number to compensate whatever inflation's doing? No, but I wouldn't get carried away with it. I also don't think the stock market is anywhere near done on the upside, where you have to see all the benefits of everything. And in the gold market is at least making a statement that it's comfortable here in the high 1800s, which it hasn't done in a long time. You're fairly flat in the energies today, even though Israel and Hamas have made a truce. And more important, it appears that we're at the point where we're going to hear something about a treaty that the U.S. and Europe is entering back into with Iran. So oil can come back on the market is my guess. We'll find out more. When you look at the gold market, we're up, and on a weekly chart, it's not monstrous. You're up 2% for the week, but you were up last week 0.37, the week before 3.6, not the week before. So all in all, you've added to the market almost 6% rise over the past 3 weeks. A nice, orderly campaign to the upside. When we take a look at the chart action, you can almost see that it's making a wedge. Here's your support line. You can almost see it there, your resistance. You're sort of coming into the center of that. When I take a look at what the market's doing here, we have the swing lines with higher lows, higher highs. When I bring back the moving averages, you can see that the market got over the 200-day average. Don't think that average, you just get over it and you stay over it. It's rare that you do. You challenge it often. So you're under the upper Bollinger Band, you're above that 200-day average, and this is the greatest part. You're embedded. So the momentum has locked into a bull market, which means on these pullbacks in the evenings, I think the pros are buying, trying to get the market back up to the upper Bollinger Band. The gold-silver ratio is just sort of sitting right here. Now, very shortly, I'll move out of the May silver and put up the July versus the June gold. That'll be the thing to do now. In the July silver, with today's action, the market turned bullish, but it's got divergence. Momentum is pointing down and overbought. The trend is up and the bias is up. I'm going to look for this market in this 27.40 to 27.25 area on pullbacks to be the area of support. In the copper market, the market is now 2 days in a row hit the upper 18-day average. As I said, if it wants to finish up a washout of copper traders to take this market from nearly the 490 level, then the lower Bollinger Band would be the way to do that. You'd get a little more action. Do I think you're going to entice new sellers in this market? Not when you're oversold like this. In the platinum, you're also in the same type of position as the copper. This is that washout phase in the market. I'm looking for very solid support at 1183.90 to 1184.90. I do think the pros got out of their shorts already 2 days ago. In the palladium market, you came down yesterday, hit the lower Bollinger Band, finding support. No trend. You have a higher high and a lower low. The dollar's still in a bear phase, but it is not embedded. So it's very oversold, which means the euro is probably very overbought. Trend is down unless you take out 90.28. And Ethereum. Okay, so what is going on in this contract here? Well, we hit the lower Bollinger Band, and I want to show this to you. This is today. What do you think I think when you hit a lower Bollinger Band? I think the pros take their money off the table. You went from upper to lower band, and they walk away to let the market digest whatever it's got to right now. You're oversold in a downtrend, hit the downside target. So when I put it all together, I come up with ideas. And not every idea is a good one. Some are bad. But I write a lot, and I bring to you like the logic I bring you each night. I'll say something that I think makes a heck of a lot of sense. I write in a way that is more Reader's Digest than anything else, if you remember that. In other words, headlines, points, and a paragraph to explain my points. Simple, not volumes. At 11:30 I put out one of these, and at 8 o'clock at night. Not volumes that you're going to get buried, but I make my point, and it pertains to the futures markets. I back up what I do with my morning videos. That's the subscriber video, and then I explain the chart action, why I see what I'm seeing, explain the different indicators using envelopes, Bollinger Bands, swing lines, talk about what a trading range is, and get you on board, if I can, to the trade idea. You don't have to take it, obviously, but the idea there is I'm going to cover each market for you, all the different segments of the commodities that I think are important, and away you go from there. So if you're thinking of getting yourself into the gold market, as an example, what's Ira thinking of it? Boy, he's still saying it's bullish here. I'm thinking of buying, blah, blah, blah. How do you get a free trial to it? No credit card taken. 866-973-2077. Call my staff. You can always go to our website. On the bottom right, you'll see sign up for the free trial. I'm Ira. You have a great day.